Nowadays we're getting so overwhelmed with so much. I mean, I'm feeling it. I have to tell you, like with the Condo Owners Association, for instance, right now, we're feeling it. Because what's happening is that we're just getting so overpowered by so many condo owners across the province who are sending in their complaint. And, we're trying our best to stay on top of all of them. And the sad part that we are finding, though, and this is sad, is that so many of them, we give them the answer, they're happy, they have some kind of a direction that they could follow. And then when we turn around and we ask them to maybe volunteer or help COA move forward, we find an awful lot of resistance. Most people tend to say, well, we don't have time. But the sad part is that they're too self-focused. They want to have answers about their own building and their own problem. But what they don't seem to recognize is that this is a problem all over the province. It's not directed to just one building. It's everywhere. So unless the condo owners can unite and work together and understand what's important right now is for them to support an association that is out in the forefront, totally strictly volunteers without funding, working so hard in their best interest that they need to step up for a minute and help us. Because the sad part about it is that when they get their own problem resolved, they call it a day and they move on with life. And they don't realize that why did the problem start in the first place? So, today I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I'm absolutely floored. I mean, with the amount of emails that we're getting on a constant basis and how many times that we put a call out there for volunteer committee members in the different divisions of the Condo Owners Association. People have good intentions. They might start, all of a sudden they're saying, okay, fine, we're going to get involved. We're going to help out. And they'll do, very minimal kind of work. And then we don't hear from them for another month or two. So, I think that really it's the time for everyone to sit back now for a moment and try to understand that without the Condo Owners Association, everything that would be going on right now through all these different reviews, these stakeholders, everything that's happening, nowhere along the way would any initiatives be out there that actually protect and represent the condo owner. It's the Condo Owners Association that's been pushing so hard at the forefront, which is forcing all the service-related trades to step forward with better recommendations than they may have put forward had we not been there. Because remember, okay, the Condo Act didn't just come up yesterday. It's been around for a lot of years, and most of these service-related trades have been around for years and years and years and years. So the question is, why is it that none of this was looked at to the point that it is today? Why is it that this review didn't happen 10, 20, even 25, 30 years ago? Why did the template fall so far away from protective governance for condominium owners when we have so many condominium owners? I think really people need to stop and think about that for a moment. These are just, I'm making comments for food for thought. This is not a direct attack on anybody anywhere. It's basically really, it's important for condominium owners and even the general public to stop for a minute and think, okay, fine. We've got so much controversy going on with how much money got lost in the gas plant. We've got so much going on with right now on how much money it's going to cost for Metrolinks. And, they have an explosive plan, no doubt. I mean, people want to live in walkable communities and people want to have much more convenient transportation available for them across the province. Commuting is time-consuming and extremely costly, but if we can start implementing better transit, definitely it's going to help everyone. There's no question about that. But do you notice that now when we all recognize that we have problems is now when everyone's stepping forward to try to fix the problem? I don't really understand. I mean, sometimes what you need to do is take a look at the potential, like think about the future and think, okay, if this and this continues, what's going to be happening in 5 years from now or 7 years or 10 years from now? So, I think that when you're trying to plan out strategies for a viable future, you can actually, by your history, to see what's happened. You can take all those elements, you can correct it, find some new solutions and new recommendations and new strategies and move forward. But if you're not going to stand up and vocalize your concerns, I mean, a lot of these stakeholder meetings, I'm overwhelmed. There's like 150 people in the room in a community where there's 70,000 condo owners. And the majority of the people that were in the room were actually seniors. So what about everybody else? Do you not care what's happening to your future? Or will you start caring when it's too late, because now is the time, since the Condo Act is under review, and now is the time to at least pay attention, and if not, at least support the Condo Owners Association so that we can then step forward and work on your behalf. So enough said. We're going to go for a break. You're listening to Linda Pinizzato here at the Condo Expert. I'll be right back.